Where does Terence Crawford fit into all of this welterweight mix-up? Is he really across the street like Errol has put in? You know, they're not in the same. You know, he's obviously there's a politics in boxing, but will he never fight a champion from this side?
We don't know. We don't know.
Is that something that you want?
We don't know.
Down the line?
You know, I've said this publicly before. I've never seen myself fighting Terence Crawford. You know, the fact that he's moving up to 147 pounds now, just that alone is like, wow, like you hear big dog, you know. But he's a true competitor, and that's what I love most about him. I actually enjoy watching Terence fight because it's fun to watch him. It's fun to see his competitive spirit come out. So if he moves up to 40, has moved up to 47 now, he deserves to be in the ring with the best of us.
I think the fans have kind of dubbed either him or Errol like the king of the weight class. If you win a belt, you equally have a claim to that throne.
Yeah.
You know, like how do you separate yourself from them and make the fans know, okay, I'm here just as well?
It's all about the performance. You know, I gotta look better than Keith Thurman did against Danny Garcia. His only loss is to Keith Thurman. I have to look 10 times better than Keith. I look 10 times better than Keith. I win this title, and now you're really questioning, can these guys be Shawn Porter? You know, so that's it. It's all about the performance.
Shawn, I know you've been kind of frustrated with
What's up,
the
Shawn?
process of finally, you know, getting a big fight. Have you been keeping up with the World Boxing Super Series at all? And
that's at 135 pounds, right?
Yeah, but the concept, the tournament concept, where the best fight the best in over a year. You wish maybe that kind of thing had existed for you guys, like a proper tournament where you really do fight the best.
It's you know,
you fought
boxing.
You fought Usyk, didn't you? Your father said you fought him.
Who?
Your father said you fought Usyk, who just won the Cruiserweight.
Okay, yeah. I fought him way back in the day.
And you beat him. Right?
Yeah. We were 17, I think. Yeah, and we fought, and it was.
You beat the undisputed Cruiserweight.
He was we were 165 pounds then, but I saw him in the 2016 games, I think, at heavyweight. And I was like, wow. It was either 12 games or the 16 games at heavyweight, and I was like, wow. But it's that part of professional boxing, I think, will always be you're treading on thin ice, because in the amateur program you can fight every night and still, you know, manage to, you know, take care of your body and things of that nature. Up here we do 12 rounds, no headgear, smaller gloves. You risk cuts, you risk, you know, breaks, bruises, the whole nine. So a tournament in the amateur program is just a week, turns into an entire year in the professional ranks, because it takes that much time for your body to heal and, you know, for you to get ready for the next fight and so on and so forth. So there was a time where I actually thought that it would be a good idea for me to be involved in the tournament, but you know, I understand the business of boxing too well, and I understand the health of boxing too well to know that, you know, if you try to fight in a tournament, it may not go the way you expect it to go, and you know what happens after that.
But don't you think it's like pretty gratifying at the end of it all? Because and they've shown it.
You got to get to the end. That's the thing.
But they didn't.
Yeah,
right?
you got to get to the end. You know, so definitely, it's very gratifying. I remember when Andre Ward did it, and how proud I was to see him do what he did, and he made it through the whole thing healthy, waiting on other guys to schedule fights and so on and so forth. And you know, that really catapulted his career to the next level. You know, before that he was kind of always, you know, everyone was questioning what he had. After that, you knew exactly what he had. You know, so yeah, there's definitely benefits in a professional tournament.
Yeah, I'm wondering in your case, because, you know, Keith Thurman, that's the fight you won. You won the WBC strap.
Yeah.
He hasn't really communicated at all. There's a point where you kind of, you know, you didn't know what the discussion was.
Yeah.
The tournament, you kind of have an idea, like.
I watch football religiously. You know, I know it's 38 days until kickoff. You know what I mean? And that's my favorite part about football. You know who's next. You know who's coming the week after that. You know, with boxing, it's bittersweet, because you never know who you're gonna get after this. You know, so I've been told it's gonna be Errol Spence, but you know, at this point I don't even know. You know, so my #1 objective is to win that title.